My sister followed me all the way outside and down the street and was like, "Who you talking to?" And I was like, "Adam!" My mom, whenever my sister and I would have a disagreement, because my mom is a huge boxing fan, she would tell us to put on the gloves. And we would...
Tia Mowry is finally opening up about the real reason behind her strained relationship with her twin sister, Tamera.
Dad? Mom? That girl has my face!
Fans of the beloved sister-sister duo have noticed their growing distance over the years, sparking speculation about what went wrong. Now, Tia is setting the record straight, revealing the truth behind their fallout and why she made the difficult decision to step back from their once inseparable bond. What really happened between the famous twins? Let's dive into Tia's explanation. We all know the relationship between Tia and Tamera Mowry has long been a topic of discussion among fans, particularly due to their twin dynamic and their individual life choices. Recently, some fans have suggested that there may be underlying tension between the two sisters based on past interactions and their differing lifestyles. In an interview, when asked about their bond, Tia responded hesitantly, saying, "Yeah, I mean, how similar and how different are we? We're very different. Different." This response, which seemed uncertain and possibly dismissive, raised some eyebrows. A fan later commented, "Tia was dismissive and selfish towards her sister all the time on that reality show. She always wanted to distance herself from her twin. She used to throw slick shade and speak down to her, and she's always talking about Tamera's personal business. She's a narcissistic lady." This strong opinion highlights a belief among some fans that Tia has intentionally distanced herself from Tamera over the years. It's undeniable that Tia and Tamera have grown into very different individuals. While they were once inseparable, their adult lives have taken separate paths. Tamera has embraced a traditional family-oriented life, while Tia has been on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Tamera is married to Adam Housley, has 2 children, and maintains a close relationship with their mother. On the real, Tamera openly expressed that she looks up to their mother and is raising her own children in a similar manner. She has also become involved in her in-laws' winery business in Northern California, leading a lifestyle that is deeply rooted in family and stability. A fan noted these differences, saying, "Tamera is very close to their mother, and on the real, she said her mom is who she looks up to. She raises her children the way her mom raised them. Tamera lives a very traditional life, and I think it's a good thing." Also, Tamera's in-laws own several wineries in NorCal, and Tamera has joined those family businesses. They're just different people. This observation encapsulates the fundamental differences between the twins' life choices. Tia, on the other hand, has been more vocal about her personal growth and independence. She has gone through significant changes in recent years, including her divorce from Corey Hardricht, which she described as part of her journey to self-discovery. Tia has also explored different career opportunities, focusing on projects that reflect her evolving identity. Her openness about personal struggles, relationships, and mental health has made her a relatable figure for many fans, but it has also led to scrutiny regarding how she interacts with her sister. The contrast between Tia's self-explorative journey and Tamera's commitment to family and tradition may explain why the sisters appear distant at times. While some fans perceive Tia's behavior as dismissive or even narcissistic, it is also possible that she is simply forging her own path and stepping out of the twin identity that has defined them for so long. Siblings, especially twins, often face unique challenges when growing up in the public eye. The Mowry sisters spent much of their early lives being seen as a unit, which can be both a blessing and a burden. As they matured, it's natural that they would seek to establish their own identities outside of their twinship. For Tia, this may mean being more outspoken and setting boundaries, while for Tamera, it may mean embracing the traditional values she holds dear. Ultimately, family relationships are complex, and what may seem like tension to outsiders could simply be 2 individuals growing in different directions. While some fans believe Tia has distanced herself from Tamera intentionally, others see it as a natural progression of life. One thing remains certain. Both Tia and Tamera have carved out successful, fulfilling lives in their own ways. Whether they are as close as they once were or not, their bond as sisters is something that will always connect them. A major point of contention among fans is the way Tia has sometimes spoken about Tamera, both in public settings and on their former reality show, Tia and Tamera. The show, which aired from 2011 to 2013, gave viewers an inside look at their personal and professional lives, and while it was meant to celebrate their bond, some fans couldn't help but notice moments that seemed to highlight a power imbalance. Throughout the series, Tia often came across as more dominant in their conversations, sometimes dismissing Tamera's opinions or belittling her decisions. One example that continues to make rounds online is a clip where Tia expressed frustration over a situation, saying, "My sister and I have been trying for a few months now. I mean, we can only do so much." While this might seem like a simple statement, the tone in which it was delivered left some viewers feeling that Tia was undermining Tamera's efforts. In another exchange, when Tamera responded to Tia's concerns, Tia quickly challenged her with, "That is true, right?" followed by, "Well, what's the problem?" These subtle jabs, compounded over time, gave rise to speculation that Tia often positioned herself as the more responsible or knowledgeable sister, while Tamera was treated as the one who needed guidance. Fans have pointed out that Tamera has historically been the more reserved and private of the two, while Tia has had no problem being vocal about various aspects of their lives, including things that might have been better left unsaid. One of the biggest criticisms against Tia is that she has, on occasion, aired out Tamera's personal business in ways that seem unnecessary. Whether it's discussing their differences in parenting styles or revealing details about their personal choices, Tia has sometimes been accused of sharing more than what was hers to disclose. Fans believe this has contributed to a growing distance between the sisters, as Tamera may have felt uncomfortable with how freely Tia spoke about her private matters. Tamera, for her part, has never been one to clap back publicly. She has always been known for her grace and poise, and rather than engage in any public drama, she seems to have taken a step back. While she hasn't explicitly stated that she's distancing herself from Tia, the change in their dynamic is noticeable. In past years, the two would frequently post about each other on social media, celebrate milestones together, and openly show their affection. Lately, however, those moments have become few and far between. While some attribute this shift to their busy lives, Tia focusing on personal growth and motherhood, and Tamera carving out her own path with projects like The Real and her lifestyle ventures, others believe that Tamera is quietly setting boundaries. It's possible that after years of being the more passive one in the relationship, she is now choosing to protect her peace and limit how much of her life is shared with the public through her sister. This isn't to say that the sisters don't love each other or that they have completely fallen out. However, family relationships, especially ones as high-profile as theirs, are complex. Personal growth and evolving perspectives can naturally lead to shifts in dynamics, and in Tia and Tamera's case, it seems like they are simply navigating those changes in their own ways. Whether they will eventually address these tensions outright remains to be seen, but one thing is for certain: fans will continue to watch closely, hoping that the twin sisters will find a way to reconnect in a way that feels authentic and respectful to them both. Now, the question is, how fame affects their sisterhood? The conversation surrounding child stars and their well-being has been a subject of intense scrutiny for decades. Many young actors who rise to prominence at an early age find themselves struggling with fame, financial mismanagement, and personal challenges that often lead them down turbulent paths. Documentaries and think pieces have analyzed this phenomenon, questioning whether the entertainment industry is an appropriate environment for children to grow up in. However, among those who have navigated the often treacherous waters of early fame, Tia and Tamera Mowry stand out as remarkable examples of stability and success. Unlike many of their peers, whose careers have been marred by scandal, financial ruin, or emotional distress, the Mowry twins have largely stayed on course. Their journey to fame began when they, along with their parents and younger brother, Taj Mowry, moved to Los Angeles to pursue careers in the entertainment industry. Their first break came when they landed a commercial for Chrysler, but their true big break came when a producer noticed their talent. At just 15 years old, Tia and Tamera became household names when their hit sitcom, Sister Sister, premiered. The show followed the story of twin sisters separated at birth who reunite as teenagers. It ran for 6 seasons, and by the time the show concluded, the sisters were 21 years old. Growing up on a television set is not unusual for young stars who lead their own shows, and for the Mowry twins, Sister Sister became more than just a job. It was a formative experience that shaped their adolescence. The life of a child star is demanding. Acting is a full-time job, and even with child labor laws designed to protect young performers, these children often become the primary breadwinners of their families. This pressure can be overwhelming, and many child actors struggle to cope without a strong support system. Fortunately for Tia and Tamera, they had each other to lean on during the most challenging times. Their twin powers, as they described in a 2014 interview with Larry King, helped them navigate the pressures of fame. They claimed to always know what the other was thinking, a bond that proved invaluable in an industry known for its isolating nature. Despite their deep connection, the Mowry twins eventually found themselves growing apart as they pursued their own individual interests. While growing up in the spotlight had once brought them together, it also presented challenges in their adult lives. The nature of fame often forces young actors to make difficult career decisions, and for Tia and Tamera, that meant branching out beyond their twin identity. One of the most telling moments of their growing independence came when Tia launched a new show without informing her sister. This revelation highlighted how their personal and professional lives had begun to diverge. While they had always been seen as a unit, it became clear that they were now carving out individual paths. Despite their separate endeavors, both sisters have continued to enjoy successful careers. Tia has ventured into cooking and lifestyle branding, while Tamera has pursued hosting and television appearances. They have both become mothers and have embraced family life while balancing their professional aspirations. The ability of Tia and Tamera Mowry to maintain successful careers without succumbing to the pitfalls of child stardom is a testament to their resilience, family support, and mutual understanding. While their relationship has evolved over the years, their bond remains strong. Their story serves as an inspiring example of how young stars can transition into adulthood while maintaining their integrity and well-being in an industry that is often unforgiving. Next, let's talk about Tia's divorce and loneliness. Tia Mowry's divorce from Corey Hardrict marked a significant turning point in her life. After 14 years of marriage, she made the difficult decision to file for divorce, citing a desire to prioritize herself and her own happiness. At first, it seemed as though she was thriving, embracing self-love and sharing uplifting moments on social media. However, as time has passed, fans have begun to notice signs that things might not be as perfect as they initially appeared. Throughout their marriage, Corey and Tia built a life together, raising their children and supporting each other through thick and thin. Despite their separation, Corey made it clear in his comments that Tia had been with him through every moment, the highs and lows, the challenges, and the triumphs. He even expressed that he would rather share his life with someone like Tia, who truly knows him inside and out, than be with someone who does not. His words carried a weight of emotion, suggesting that despite the divorce, their history and deep connections still meant something to him. For Tia, the transition into post-divorce life has not been easy. While she has embraced the journey of self-discovery, she has also acknowledged the loneliness that comes with it. In a revealing interview, she admitted that she wished she was closer to her twin sister, Tamera, especially during such a challenging period in her life. This statement struck a chord with many fans. The Mowry twins have always been known for their close bond, and to hear Tia express that she felt distant from her sister during a time when she needed support the most was heartbreaking. It suggested that, beyond the public facade of empowerment and self-love, she was struggling with the absence of a vital emotional connection. One of the most difficult aspects of the divorce for Tia has been adjusting to life as a single mother. She has always valued the idea of a united family, having both parents in the same household to share in the responsibilities and joys of raising children. The reality of dropping off her kids and witnessing intact families only reinforced the void she felt in her own life. The transition from having a life partner to navigating parenthood alone has been one of the toughest challenges she has faced since the divorce. Tia's journey has been a roller coaster of emotions, moments of triumph interspersed with deep reflection and heartache. While she has undoubtedly grown from this experience, her candid admissions reveal a more nuanced reality. The glow-up that many fans have celebrated on social media is only part of the story. Underneath the surface, she has been grappling with the loneliness of no longer having a spouse to confide in and the distance between her and Tamera, which has left an emotional void. Despite these struggles, Tia remains committed to forging a new path for herself. She continues to embrace self-care and personal growth while figuring out what happiness looks like for her moving forward. Her vulnerability in sharing these challenges has resonated with many people who have faced similar experiences, making her journey not just personal, but also deeply relatable. While she may still be working through the pain of divorce and the complexities of family relationships, one thing remains clear. Tia is determined to keep pushing forward, finding strength in herself even in moments of loneliness and uncertainty. Tia Mowry has been on an incredible personal growth journey, especially following her very public divorce from actor Corey Hardrict. After splitting from Corey, Tia made it abundantly clear that her focus had shifted toward prioritizing her own happiness, inner peace, and self-discovery. For years, she had been identified in relation to others, whether as a wife, a mother, an actress, or even as one half of a famous twin duo with her sister Tamera. However, this new chapter in her life was all about reclaiming her individuality, setting boundaries, and embracing personal evolution. Her journey has been one of self-reflection and empowerment, and her decision to put herself first has been inspiring to many. Often, society expects women, particularly mothers, to place everyone else's needs above their own. Tia, however, took a bold step in defying that expectation by making herself her #1 priority. She has shared openly on social media about her commitment to personal happiness and self-care, often emphasizing the importance of mental health, self-love, and spiritual growth. Fans have watched as she's embarked on new fitness routines, experimented with different styles, and even launched new professional endeavors, all while maintaining her commitment to living life on her own terms. Her marriage to Corey Hardrict, by her own account, was a success. The couple shared years of love, growth, and the creation of a beautiful family together. However, Tia has also been candid about the fact that sometimes relationships, no matter how meaningful or deep, have a natural lifespan, and for her, reaching the realization that she had outgrown the marriage was an essential part of her journey. By choosing to walk away, she demonstrated immense strength and self-awareness, showing that endings can also be beginnings. But perhaps the most surprising revelation in her recent interviews is that this sense of outgrowing relationships extends beyond just her marriage. It also includes her relationship with her twin sister, Tamera. While the two have long been considered inseparable by the public, Tia's comments suggest that their bond has been evolving in a way that not everyone anticipated. For many years, Tia and Tamera were viewed as a package deal. From their days on Sister Sister to their joint ventures in the entertainment industry, their sisterhood has been one of the most celebrated in Hollywood. However, growing up in the public eye and constantly being seen as a duo may have contributed to an identity struggle for Tia. In a society that often places twins in a singular category, it can be challenging for each individual to carve out their own space and truly understand who they are outside of that twin dynamic. Tia's recent statements about feeling like she has outgrown some relationships, including the one with Tamera, sparked mixed reactions from the public. Some viewed her perspective as an act of maturity, recognizing that evolving friendships and family dynamics are a natural part of life. They applauded her for setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing her personal growth. Others, however, were skeptical, questioning whether there might be deeper tensions or unresolved issues between the sisters. The speculation grew even more intense as people analyzed their interactions, or lack thereof, on social media, searching for signs of discord or distance. The reality is that sibling relationships, especially between twins, are complex. While love remains a constant, the way that love is expressed and experienced can change over time. Tia and Tamera have always been incredibly supportive of each other, and even now, despite Tia's remarks, there is no indication that their bond has been severed. Instead, it seems that Tia is merely acknowledging the natural shifts that happen as people evolve and step into new phases of their lives. Moreover, Tia's willingness to openly discuss this change serves as a reminder that growth sometimes requires difficult decisions. Whether it's ending a marriage, redefining familial bonds, or stepping away from long-standing relationships, it takes courage to admit when something no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Her honesty about this process encourages others to examine their own relationships and consider whether they are truly serving their well-being. In the grander scheme of things, Tia's journey is reflective of a larger societal shift, one where women, particularly Black women, are reclaiming their autonomy and rejecting the notion that they must stay in relationships simply because they are expected to. Whether it's a marriage, a friendship, or even a family dynamic, the decision to move on or redefine boundaries is not one to be taken lightly, and Tia's openness about her experiences provides a powerful example of what it means to choose oneself without guilt or shame. What do you think about the relationship between Tia Mowry and her sister? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.